Welcome to Kyle Field, home to the Texas A&M Aggies, a unique and special environment in college football. This crowd coming together to make up the 12th man, trying to make it very difficult for any opponent. It's a late season, top 25 matchup here. Two teams that have earned the right to be ranked will test each other, and there's big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Aggies will kick it away to start us off. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. He's going to take off. And the tackle is made. The defense saying, not this time. They got burned in the scramble last time. They bring him down pretty quickly here.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
Looking to pass. It's Perkins. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Hits the running back in the flat. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Cole, refusing to be brought down. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Looking to throw again. Defense is coming after him. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. You're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
It's a run to the left. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run?
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. And off the deflection, it's caught. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
It's now 2nd and goal. On the
Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. It's a quick grab. Brought down at the 2. After the catch, the offense close to punching it in.
Okay, the windows are so tight on these throws for this quarterback. Positive yards are a good thing here. Now it's third and goal, getting so much closer to punching it in.
And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Well, this isn't exactly how we envision this game getting started. You see an interception earlier thinking, okay, great opportunity. Bang, they throw an interception right back. So everything is even. We can start all over, and the offense comes back out on the field.
Handoff to the left. Gain moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll feed the back again. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Christina, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Looking downfield, it's Perkins. It's an out route, the catch made. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Ball handed off. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Second down play coming up. Now to play fake, he'll look to throw it. The pocket breaking down. Pulls it in. It's Rodgers. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
The Ducks are going to keep this drive rolling. They'll run it to the right side. Makes a nice move there. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Well, nice job here by this back picking up a first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. They're still trying to live up to that to this day.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And he'll step out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage there. The defense will pursue first and out. Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough third and long. Dropping back, it's Perkins. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a first and goal.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he just gets back to the line of scrimmage. That'll do it for the first quarter of play. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. No hesitation from the head coach. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
I think they completely caught this defense off guard. 4th down and goal. I think everybody thinks the quarterback's going to have the ability to run or throw, but instead they run the football in here, and they somehow get this touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. This one will be fair caught. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Handoff to the back. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
That's a bullet pass to the left side. And he's got it for a huge gain, brought down at the 30.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or possibly involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you could see the versatility of what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
Caught quickly. Can he reach the end zone? Touchdown, A&M. This quarterback on fire today. And now they'll set up for the point after. And he knocks it right through. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. Offense comes back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Here comes a handoff. Spins away from defenders. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Quick completion to the tight end. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Shotgun empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. That's a bullet over the middle. Gets made down inside the 15-yard line. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. And the Aggies trying to cash in here in the red zone. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. And a nice 1st down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to...
Touchdown, Aggies. Strong game by this quarterback. And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team able to bring him down.
Oh, man. In situations like that, just take a fair catch or a touchback. Now you've hurt your offense by giving them poor field position.
And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? That run moves the ball to the 13-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Here's the 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's Perkins. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy, a guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. He started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws, and Justin Herbert. Of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. And we're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
After a 1st down loss, it's 2nd and long from their 25. And he'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Nicely run slant here by the wide receiver. The footwork created just enough separation for the catch.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
The offense with 5 receivers now. Empty backfield. Looking to pass here on second down. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. Defense looking to keep the pressure on. Third down coming up. Back to pass. It's Perkins. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He's found some room at the 45. And a big gain across midfield moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. And the Ducks lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. It's intercepted. Threw it across his body. Can he take it all the way? Across midfield. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Kicking team out for the PAT try. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Returner decides to field it. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Powerful offense is back on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Getting set. Here's second down. Looking to pass. It's Perkins. This time a completion. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's going for a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. With the catch, it's Cole. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
He'll take a deep shot here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And that catch is hauled in. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48. Looks like one more play here before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, they roll the dice here, call that play, and it works out. They get points on the board. They cut into the lead. Now you got a ton of momentum going in at halftime to make some adjustments and come out feeling that you can come back and win this game.
The extra point is good. Down by a touchdown, 21-14. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Set to kick it off. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. New center down for the offense. 1st and 10. And here's the handoff. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Touchdown, A&M. This offense cannot be stopped. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage, because right now it is not working.
And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Breaking free at the 35. Using a strong stiff arm. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side. Able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
First down. Looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking to throw. It's Perkins. And this time it's complete. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And the ball to the ground. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Trying to create outside the pocket now. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And, in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return, and that means good starting field position for this drive. Ducks offense retakes the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost them 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Dropping back, it's Perkins. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. Now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Finds his man, has the first down. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
And the Ducks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. To the air, it's Perkins. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
It means second down.
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And this pass is caught. Football comes out. The defense recovers, trying to run this back now. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Aggies. A fumble return for 6.
Like a great play. The receiver just drops the football. He clearly made the catch. The ball's on the ground, and how about the defense? Instead of just bouncing on it, they had the presence of mind to pick it up and go the other way for a touchdown.
Now, it looks like the head coach made a smart move in that challenge. Officials are going to overturn their previous ruling after getting a look at that replay. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down, and it's incomplete. He was looking for the end zone. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. To throw, it's Perkins. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. This one is right through.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
The ball for the fair catch here. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Finds an open target on the left side. The ball is loose. The defense recovers the fumble. This should be the last play of the quarter. They're going to run it. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Texas A&M 28, Oregon 17.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down.
Well, I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Can he make it to the marker? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. No, they've stopped him short. The defense with a big fourth down play to protect this lead late in the game. Three guys up front, line up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They stop it at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
They'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They'll look to throw it here on second down. And he pulls in the catch. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. Do you think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest?
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback dropping back. Little floater there, but it falls incomplete.
It's now second down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. He's moving out of the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. Able to pick up just a couple of yards. That's good run defense.
Nice call here with the bootleg to get him out to the... right. Nobody's open downfield, so he shows you what he can do with his legs and picks up a few yards.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's 4th down.
Chris, give him some credit here. He's fighting to get to that first down, breaks the tackle, just comes up a little bit short of the first down.
4th down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Makes the catch downfield. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Yeah, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decision.
And it's a touchdown, but there is a flag down. Let's check out the marker. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Aggies looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Great job by the running back is staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the 4th quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
No, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's 4th down.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He is not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line. What a play.
Wow, Chris, I don't know. You got control of this game, and you go for it here? A little bit confusing. Why even allow your opponent any chance of anything? Finish out the win and just punt it away.
1st down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Running back has it on a screen now. Finding space at the 20. They'll make the tackle, but it's enough for a 1st down. Good call on this screen play. High completion, good for a 1st down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. To throw, it's Perkins. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. Going the other way, can they catch him? Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the interception taken to the house, a pick-6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Returner choosing to field this one. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Comes back out on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. The pass rush closing in. Final minutes here, they'll throw it deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
Looking to scramble now. Scrambles out of bounds to avoid contact. He's going to be short from the marker.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in a run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Now it's second down here. Back to throw. It's Perkins. Bringing pressure. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Lets it go. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk. But that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He's running out of time here. And he's brought down. A sack for the defense coming up big on this fourth down play.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off and try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of...
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Forced out of bounds just short of the end zone.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd...
Touchdown, A&M. And the beatdown continues.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16.
And the Oregon offense will take over. First and 10.
And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. On first and 10, looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Second down after that previous play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Back to pass. It's Perkins. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. And that turnover will finish the football game. Well, this one ended up being a blowout. They get the W, but they also make a pretty strong